Sweet. All right. Welcome to the Cult of Personality Podcast, episode 12, I think. Today with me is Destroy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I am great. I am chilling. It is a good Wednesday evening.
Bro. Yeah, dude, it is actually looks really pretty outside right now. I got the window like right in front of me, so
Yeah, I got my blackout curtains. I haven't seen outside yet, but maybe I'll open them after the episode's over.
there's some grass, man.
Go touch some grass. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But you guys know the usual. I'm your host, Mikeymcchoppa. And yeah, man, I've fucking been trying to get my rust, like shake my rust off because I don't know. I took a month break and I feel like I'm trying to take a new approach to the podcast. Like,
Bro, you were grinding. Like you did like 4 episodes in a row, something like that, but just back to back.
yeah, I did 4 episodes in a week and then that gave me a month break. And what I'm doing now this week is pretty much the same thing. I record an episode Monday. I'm recording one today, one tomorrow.
You're
And
doing
then,
one with I don't know, should I say it? Should I say it? Or
no, yeah, you can go
we're gonna
ahead.
keep it. You're doing one with fuck with, right?
Yeah, I'm doing one with Fuck With tomorrow. And then Saturday, I have Nadia, another producer.
Oh, dude, his beats are so fire. I've seen a couple on your SoundCloud.
Yeah, I did one. Yeah, I did that joke song with Nadia, and then I'm working on something more serious with a Nadia beat. And then, but yeah, I think 20 did a song with a Nadia beat, and Fauci did a couple as well. So
And so the first two producers on the podcast, right?
yeah. Crota was Monday, so he's technically the first producer on the podcast. And
Dang,
then what was I gonna say?
that's big.
Fuck with and then Nadia.
That's big.
Yes, sir. But enough about that, and we'll get on to you because we have Destroy here.
Yes, sir.
And so we still have the first question, the last question, all that good stuff, but I'm trying to shake it around. So if it's a little different structure wise than other episodes, because I'm fucking around experimenting with
Yeah, no, that's cool. Just do whatever, man.
keeping it cool. But we'll get into the first question, which is Destroy, the name, the image, the aura, the energy, everything. Where to start, where's it now, and how do we get all that in between?
Let's see. So, I don't even know where to start. Music was never really something that never really something that was on my mind like for a long time. Like up until I would say sophomore year, music was not something I wanted to do.
All right.
Like I was doing sports and stuff. I was just like a normal ass kid. And then I don't know, something switched sophomore year, and I remember I made like just like my first song ever. It was just like a joke song with my friends or some shit. But my brother had like a studio in the closet, so all my friends came over and we made like we made like this funny ass, goofy ass song. And like that was, of course, I never took that seriously. But then like after that, I was just like listening to a bunch of different music. Like after that, I was just experimenting with what I was listening to.
Yeah.
So I was like listening to everything. I would listen to like a lot of these like instrumentals, guitar instrumentals and shit. And also I was listening to X a bunch at the time too. And he's a big inspiration on like everything that like when I very first started, that was a big inspiration on why I made music. And so I was listening to X and I got a lot of like music inspiration from him. Like what he listened to like, I don't know, crazy shit. So like I got like whatever he listened to and I started listening to that shit. Um and I was like, damn, I really want to like create something. So I started off doing like X covers.
All right.
Like I did I don't know if you know that one song Never by X, but like I started like trying to cover that song like for a while. I was like just like in this closet, like just trying to on this like shitty ass Mac, whatever. I was just trying to make a cover to this song and it sounded really shitty. It was really bad. I
Were
did
you
not
using
know
like
what
GarageBand?
yeah, I was using GarageBand. I had like a really shitty mic. I'm pretty sure it was like a USB mic or something like that.
Yeah.
Um it was so it was like I don't know, I was just experimenting with it. I was just like getting a feel for it, just dipping my toes in the water, you know.
Right.
Um, and then when I eventually, I never like I never bought anything for myself to like create music. Like it was never something that I was that inspired to do.
Right.
Um, so it kind of just like came along, like as I was like going, I guess. And eventually I started my junior year of high school, and you know how like COVID and pandemic hit and all that,
Yeah.
and like everyone had to use like school computers and shit.
The
And
fucking Chromebooks and shit. At least that's what my school had, the little Chromebooks.
yeah, we had the Chromebooks. So I got one of those, and that's when I really started. That's when I was really able to experiment like by myself. Like, um, it wasn't nothing like special or anything. I wasn't even able to use like GarageBand or nothing. Like, I was in like a really shitty living situation at the time. So, like I was just I had this little ass Chromebook. It was like all I fucking had. And I was like, dude,
What,
I don't
what
know.
were
I'm just
you
gonna
what were you using? Like Audacity?
I was using Audacity and I was using BandLab, and I was just trying to make those two work. Um, so I had this little ass fucking Chromebook, and I was like, I don't know, I'm just gonna make this fucking work. And my parents were like, I was trying to tell my parents, I was like, yo, I don't know, I really want to do music. I don't know, it's something I want to try. And they bought me like a keyboard piano or something. And I taught myself how to play that, and then they bought me like a really shitty mic because they didn't know what they were doing. Like
Yeah.
I didn't really know what to ask for either. So uh I was just like, just give me a mic and I'll literally just use anything. And so
Yeah.
they got me like this shitty ass mic, and it's like a USB mic. It's just you plug it into the side of your computer.
That's how I started off with I had Logic, but I had a fucking USB mic. It was a blue snowball.
Yeah, I used a blue snowball a couple of times, but this I can't remember what this. It's like a called like a toner or something. It's like some stupid name, some like cheap ass mic. Um, and I actually was like, I really grinded out BandLab. Not even gonna lie, bro. I grinded that shit out. And I dropped like four of my first songs, and three of them are still up.
Okay.
Are all made on BandLab.
So they were
And
pretty they were decent enough at least to be like presentable.
yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, there's because a lot of the times the songs were like misses. Like I would record and I would try to mix on like the shitty ass BandLab, and it would just sound like ass, like because like it just
Yeah.
wasn't working. But like some songs, like uh, sleeping, that was mixed. It's like pretty low on my SoundCloud, but that was mixed and made all on BandLab, and that is today I still think one of my favorite songs I've made. Um, it is so like I really don't know. I literally was just like turning up reverb and shit on it. I, BandLab is so easy to use. It's really just straightforward, and I just made it work. And that song just came out so clean, and I just presented it, and people liked it. Um, but then also I got my name. I've had like a bunch of different names, like a bunch of silly names.
What were your like
uh,
previous aliases before Destroy?
so my first name was it was like Sad Boy Soul or something like that. It's like goofy ass name. I hated that. I hate that, bro. I don't even. I don't know. That era of my life is so fuzzy. Um, Sad Boy Soul. I had that for like a month or so.
All right.
Then I changed it to Anima, which means like soul in Latin and stuff. And that was like a big thing for me. I still have it in like my bio and stuff. And then eventually I changed it to just Ani for short. And then I changed it to it was like 4 in 1. And that really confused people. It was like there was a letter 4 and it was the in and then the number 1. And then people got really confused with that because they thought my name was like 4 in 1, but it really was just Ani with like numbers and shit.
Okay. Yeah, I can see why that'd be a little confusing.
Yeah, and so I had to change it after that. And there's this I also get like a lot of inspiration from Corbin and like Spooky Black and stuff.
Yeah,
the same person.
yeah.
Um,
I fuck with Corbin. I like his what the fuck is the album? Mourn?
Morn, yes, dude. That's like pretty sure he had two different Morn albums, like one in 2016 and then one in 2018, something like that.
Whichever one. I don't know. I remember finding a I think I had a friend of mine put me on in 2017, and I liked Revenge Song a lot. That was like my big thing with that album.
Yeah. I don't know. I listened to a lot. I listened to a lot of his music on acid, and that's what really like so that I like connected with his music so much because of that. So he was like a really big inspiration. And so there's this one song called Destroy and it has like two O's in it. And I basically just took that and I was like, I like that. And this is like one of my favorite songs and it's so beautiful. So I just took that and I just put a bunch of Y's at the end of it. And I was like, this is gonna be my name.
Yeah. Every time I read it, I'm like, should I say like destroy or like destroy, like
Destroy.
drag it along?
Yeah, man. Just I don't know. You can really say anything. Destroy. People call me Ani as well. Uh,
Like from your previous. Oh shit! I just hit my whole mic from your previous alias.
yeah. Also, that's just the name I go by now. I have a real name, but I don't like that's connected to like my biological parents and shit. So I don't really like to go by that name anymore.
I
So I
got
prefer
you.
to go by like Ani or Destroy. So
I feel you. Okay. Yeah. I mean, most people probably would just refer to you destroy anyway, because that's probably like the way they're introduced to you.
yeah. And I think
So
I think that shit's fire, bro. I love that name, man. I don't think it's ever gonna change. So
yeah. So fuck it. That's cool though. So it came from a spooky black song. That was where we
yes.
got destroyed from. All right. Sweet.
Yeah, I love that song. I used to literally fall asleep to that shit. Um, and yeah, also Spooky Black is like the reason why I make a lot of the more emotional music I make. Uh, and also I'm just like an emotional person, I guess.
Yeah.
So like I could make car shit if I wanted to, which I have before. Um, but I really like making like just more sad music. Like I think more people can connect with it more emotionally than they would like harder music.
Yeah. Sad
Um,
music definitely strikes a chord. Then like,
yeah,
yeah. That's why a lot of people fuck with. I think a lot of artists, like not even like with like artists that we know, but just artists in general. It's just like a lot more sad music is like what's in the mainstream and shit.
exactly. And it's so good that people like brought light to it because at one point it was just like all hard music and that's all anyone was listening to was hard music.
Yeah, like hype shit. A lot of emotionally unavailable people. But
Yeah,
that's really cool. And I'm glad that you have such an extensive like what's the word like background behind your like name and where you came from musically. Because some people just be like, well, shit, I don't know. I started and then this happened and then that happened and that was that. I'm like, damn, that was a fairly quick
yeah.
answer.
Yeah, I want to think like because I don't like I don't know like music is so weird to me because I really don't take it that seriously. I really just make music for myself.
Right.
Like I never made music for anyone else but myself. Um I was in Angel Boys for a little bit and I was making music for them and that was like a reason why like I was grinding a lot. But like when I originally first started, it was all like just for myself and I really just made it as like a coping mechanism for myself.
Yeah. No, and that's probably the best way to fucking do it. Cause when you make it for yourself and what you like to listen to, it's like the most organic way to like find a following because there's other people who are gonna fuck with the same taste you
Yeah.
have.
And also you don't really get like affected by what other people have to say.
Right.
Like if you're making like music art is very subjective and music is very subjective. So if you're really just making it for yourself and like you really don't care what other people think, it shouldn't be a problem. Like if you're releasing it publicly or not.
Right. No, yeah. Sometimes I have that fucking like internal conflict of like when I'm making music is like shit, people gonna fuck with this, but I gotta
Yeah.
remember like as long as I fuck with it, we're chilling.
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone should have that mindset. I don't think anyone should be making music for other like I mean, yeah, you should be making music for other people. Like people have that fan base and they love their fan base. But like I don't really have that right now. So
Yeah.
really,
You
I'm
only
just,
got like yourself.
yeah, I'm really just doing it for myself.
I
And
mean, go ahead.
I don't think anyone should be like, oh, I'm gonna make this song um because it sounds like this song, or I'm gonna make this song uh just because I don't know how to say it. Like I remember there was this one analogy that this person had for it, and it just explained it so well. Like why you should just make music for yourself.
What was I gonna say? With the only I think exception to like not making music for only yourself is like some people musically compromise for the sake of like gaining traction and gaining
Yeah,
like a following for the sake of like then once they do gain that following, they make like passion projects and like music they really want to make and shit like
yeah.
that. Which it's smart, but also like I don't know. I like authenticity when it comes to like the arts and shit, like
I
creative
mean,
expression.
exactly. I think it's all up to the creator on how they really want to go with their career. If they
Right.
want to make music solely on the purpose of gaining a huge audience and becoming big, like how usually that's the case for most people. They want to get like a big audience, so they start making all this music and stuff in hopes of growing their audience bigger and bigger, so they can be looked at in the industry like as an actual artist.
Right.
But like more independent people really are just making it for themselves.
Which is fun. It's cool. It's cool that way. I prefer it
Yeah.
that way. But what was I going to say? We mentioned some of your inspiration. Mainly, we mentioned X and we mentioned Corbin, aka Spooky Black. I was wondering if you want to dig in more into other inspirations of yours musically.
Um. Yeah, I get a. So back when I was coming up, like when I was making music, I had like a bunch of online friends, and that's when I met. I met. I was early in the music scene. I had like 40 something followers or something like that on SoundCloud, and that's when I was like talking to Paquez and I was talking to Graham, and I was friends with Fuckwit and all that, and like there those that was like the circle I was in. I was just talking to those people. Those are like my homies. Those are my online friends. Um, and we really just like all came up together. Like I got a lot of inspiration from Paquez in general. Like I remember we made a song early together. Like we were collabing a lot like back then, like 7 months ago or something. We made like two songs back to back, and I got a lot of inspiration from him, and he really just made me like want to put out music. And also Grim, he helped me like get motivated with that shit because he was like he really wanted a collective and shit. So like we should I was like I mean we're all here. We should like definitely make that shit happen. Um, so I don't even know how Angel Boys really like came together. It really just like I don't know, it really just happened. Like the name just got put on to all four of us, and we were just like, all right, we're Angel Boys. And so that really motivated me to and really inspired me to make a lot of music for them.
No, yeah, when you
So
have like a brand put upon you, it definitely like or like a label almost. It's like, all right, you got to really stick to that shit and live up to like an expectation.
yeah. And like I was grinding that shit out. Like it was the Angel Boys or die type shit.
Yeah. So you're not Angel Boys anymore, right?
No, sir, I'm not. But that's okay. There's just like some conflicts. I don't know if I really want to talk about it. I
No, yeah.
mean,
Whatever you're comfortable with.
I'll say this. Angel Boys is still a thing. I don't know. He's gonna do his own thing. I'm not sure what he's gonna do. Um, but like I don't really. I don't hold a grudge against anybody in Angel Boys or anything. It's kind of I just kind of left. Wasn't fucking with the energy, and I just kind of want to do my own thing now.
No, that's cool. I
Shit.
mean, to new beginnings.
Yeah, and I don't like Angel Boys is cool and all. And like I love podcasts and I love fuck with and all of them. But I kind of just want to take it by myself and see what I can do, you know?
Yeah. Without like, I don't know, sometimes with association comes like or like a like it comes a label and then you're kind of like boxed into what you should make because like
Yeah.
it carries like an aura or a style or something of the sort.
Yeah, and also don't want to like I don't want to feel like I'm like festering on like on their come up or something because they're a whole lot bigger than me and they get way more numbers than me, and that also comes with like association
Yeah,
and shit of like, oh, you're just dick riding and shit, you're just like clout chasing.
yeah.
So kind of like, let's see, I'll just take this shit by myself, see where I can go.
That's a very good mindset to have. I mean, shit, yeah. And also it's just, what's the word? Creatively freeing as well. I don't know. Fucking I was in this little collective. It wasn't really it wasn't as what's the word? As like on brand as like Angel Boys. Like you guys were very much repping that shit, but like me, 20, Focus, Fiji, whoever else were part of Civil Run. And we recently disbanded that because it was just like the same thing. It's just like,
Man, I feel like that's like a strong ass collective right there, bro. Like I feel like if y'all did the same thing that Angel Boys did, like y'all would be like on the same level. We would be like colliding with each other, going against each other type shit.
honestly, I was really trying to push for like marketing and like branding on it, like making it an official thing, but nobody else really had the same drive for it like I did. So we just kind of was
Yeah,
like, fuck it.
that's understandable. You kind of have to get everyone with the same energy, like everyone that's really about it. And honestly, in Angel Boys, that wasn't really the case. Like we were all pumping out music, but like I don't think everyone was really like about it like everyone else was.
Right. Yeah. Some people are
Like
more about it than the other. Yeah.
like I was ready to do shows. I was ready to freaking do house parties and shit. I was ready, but
Yeah.
like they were taking it more slower, and it's understandable to take it slow. But
No, yeah, for sure. Everyone moves at their own pace, and I think that's like the big conflict that comes with collectives and stuff because have different paces and different directions and where they want to go and shit.
yeah,
So for all of that to like kind of coincide together, and it's like you have to be very lucky, or it takes
for
a lot of
sure.
commitment. Yeah, but shit. No, yeah, I just want to touch on that slightly because I looking from the outside in, like there wasn't too much light on it. I was just like, I keep up with y'all individually, and I was like, oh shit, I don't think some people are part of this anymore.
Yeah, a couple of people dipped out. I know ayahuasca is no longer in Angel Boys and no longer is Fuckwit.
Okay.
But yeah, I know Paka is still in Angel Boys, so I think they're just gonna do their own thing.
Yeah,
And
fucking
they're still a strong collective how they are, so it's
yeah,
not really a problem.
yeah, exactly. So fucking, they come and they go. I've been in like I don't know how many. Like they barely count because they were like this small, but like fucking like at least like three collectives now.
I mean, as long as it's got a name, bro, and y'all are about it.
Yeah, it's like we had fucking me and 20 touched on it. We had Shiver set, and that was like a millisecond. I literally joined and then it like disbanded the next day. I was like, okay. And fucking I don't even know, whatever. And then Civil Run, and then that's Spanish. So clearly groups is just not the strong suit right now. So
Yeah, yeah, I feel like everyone definitely just has to be on the same page.
right.
But what's it called? I have a question for you.
What's up?
You started the podcast only 2 months ago.
Right.
Is it like is this something you always wanted to do? Like, or is this something
Ah,
like you just came up with?
this was literally like I came up with this maybe when I started a YouTube channel and I started in February. So that was when I like conceived the idea of like, oh, I should do a podcast about music. That was
Mm,
mainly due to like inactivity with my music. Like I wasn't putting anything out musically.
uh,
And I was like, I'm extremely bored and non-productive and inactive in the scene. I was like, let me find another means of being
that's,
active and shit like that.
that's smart.
Yeah, and it's another pot to put my hand in the sense of like, keeping busy and opportunity wise as well. Like, let's say
Yeah.
music doesn't work out. Oh, well, I have the podcast, doubles my chances of something working out.
Do you get any inspiration like for your podcast at all?
The big inspiration for me starting the podcast, because I listen to other podcasts, it's funny enough, it's not even anything music related. Fucking was watching last summer, I was watching this wrestling podcast, um, called The Sessions or some shit, hosted by some chick that worked in the WWE or whatever, like the wrestling shit. And she just interviewed wrestlers and shit and talked shit for an hour or two. And I was like, yo, what if I just did that, but with all my music friends, and we just get like mad exposure, or like, at least like try to
Oh
make
yeah,
each other aware of one another.
that's
So
fire. Yeah, and I like that a lot. And I really appreciate like what you do for everybody, bro. That's crazy.
thank you. I really try, bro. Like some days I really like I'm in bed and I know I have a podcast to record that day, and I'm like, I really don't want to get up and do this shit. Like
Right.
sometimes I just want to lay in bed all day. But like I think about that, like, yo, you're doing it for the greater good. Not like to put me
Yeah.
on some like pedestal shit, but just like, yo, you're doing it for the scene, bro. Like do it.
Yeah, no, I fuck with that. And like, yeah, you already got like some good exposure. Like I know like Noru got some eyes on you, bro. Like I know everybody in the scene already follows you.
Yeah.
Like that's just crazy.
Fucking I got really lucky, I think, honestly, because I went to the same school as Noru. Uh
Oh
which
shit.
we weren't cool when we were in the school or whatever, when he was in school, because he's like a year older and then some shit
Right.
happened, whatever. And we weren't cool then. We got cool after he left because of I think because of Fiji. Because Fiji, we all went to the same high school. So
Yeah, that's
they
crazy.
knew of each other. I was cool with Fiji, and then it kind of just by association. So I got really lucky with that because they have bigger followings. I kind of just like, oh, well, association type shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, me having whatever little exposure I have, try to put it towards something else to get other people exposure. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, no, that's cool, bro. You already got like Fiji on the podcast. You got Graham on the podcast. Podcast 20, bro. Those are all big names. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I just got Infinity the last episode I did,
Yeah,
so that was
Affinity is on
cool.
the podcast. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, I'm just reaching out. And then hopefully one day one of you motherfuckers just kapooey, and then we all just
Bro,
kapooey.
my God, that's literally all it takes is one person. Just
Yeah,
takes one person.
just good channel traction, and everyone's fucking podcasts get viewed, and then more people get followers and shit. That's the blueprint right there.
Yeah. You gotta lay it out, bro. You gotta lay it out.
Yeah, but no, yeah, I'm glad that you asked. I'm glad when people take like what's the word, curiosity within like what I do and shit, because I
Yeah,
keep it
no,
on the low.
actually, I actually had a couple of questions for you that I already wrote down before the podcast. I was like, I'm gonna switch it up on them. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna become the interviewer. I'm gonna ask you questions.
Yeah, no, hit me with them.
All right, I got you. I got you. I got them. I got them written down. Yeah,
Man,
let's
that
see.
I fuck with that though. I think the last person to really do that, besides like 20 tried like did it as well. He was like, "Yo, you should let me guest host as well." And like interview me and guest host. I
Yeah.
was like, "We should." Fallacy also did the same thing. He was like, "Yo, I'll ask you some questions." I'm like, all right. So
What's a song that's on like your SoundCloud right now and it's public, but you absolutely hate it?
Cherry
If
bomb.
really,
Yeah, I don't care for it. I did it. I made that song to do it, like to do a video with it, just because I was like, because my dad does music videos and shit, which I hate because like it makes me seem like what's the word, like silver spoon type shit, which I don't even. I'd much rather do my own videos. Like, no, shout out to my dad, facts, but I'd rather do my own videos. But I did that song just because like I was like, yo, we should do a video, and so it has. I don't care for it,
this,
and it's
uh,
outdated. Yeah,
so it's kind of just like a make this song just so I can do this. Like,
yeah.
that makes sense. I don't know if I have any song like I've made songs where of like, oh, I need to release a song. I'm just gonna make this shit real fast and then put it out. But eventually I delete it like after a week of it being out. I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
I feel you. I've done the same shit before too. Like it's just like, yo, I haven't put out a song this month. Well, fuck, let me make something.
So you have a collab with Cold Heart.
Right.
How did that happen?
That was just me being having money and being stupid. I was just like, he was like, yo, I'm selling a feature on Twitter. I was like, I bet. I
But
was
like
like,
at least he responded to
oh yeah,
you.
I hit him
Like,
up. I, sorted out pricing or whatever. It sent that money through. I think I did like I split it in half. So I sent half in the beginning and half when I got the fucking verse, some shit like that. He sent me the
just so
verse
you
and that was that.
just so you didn't get scammed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of freaking underground artists scamming out here, bro.
Oh yeah, for
Scamming,
sure.
scamming for features. This shit's sad.
Yeah, for sure. So that was that. And then afterwards, and we like I wasn't like cool with him. We didn't talk or anything like that at all. It was just
Mhm.
like straight business. And then after that, we played like GTA and Fortnite and shit. Now he follows me on
But
Twitter, so that's cool.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's good exposure right there, dude. A cold heart collab. I couldn't even imagine. Like
Yeah, shit. I mean,
for him to
fucking.
even answer you, like I think that's still
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
that's dope for especially for like his size and shit for sure.
Yeah.
Very
I mean,
lucky.
he could have answered any like. I mean, I'm sure he could have answered to anybody. I'm sure he did. Like maybe he made like 20 songs that day, but who knows?
Yeah.
At least you got that shit. And it's a
Right.
good song. I like that song.
Very proud of it. I was very hyped. I was like, dude, this is someone I've been listening to for like 5 years. Like, have
All right,
someone.
it sounds like a Cold Heart Mikeymcchoppa song.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. What's your high school experience like?
Um,
Like from freshman to you're graduated, right? I'm
yeah,
assuming. All right.
yeah. I my freshman year, I had just moved up here. I moved in like a month late. I started my school year in October instead of September, like a normal person. And with that being said, I didn't know anybody. I was very isolated and shit.
Mhm.
Nor did I care to really know anybody because it was like a very different environment than where I grew up. So it was just like, this is
Where'd you
whack.
grow up?
I grew up in the Bronx, New
Oh,
York.
okay.
Yeah, so it's not as bad as everyone says. I mean, it's bad for like 95% of the borough, but I grew up in like the one good part of the Bronx. So,
So stop.
but it's mainly like Hispanic, Black, Dominican, Puerto Rican, shit like that. That's mainly where I grew up. And then
Right.
you come upstate and it's white, all white. And so it's definitely like culture shock and differences in values and politics and shit. Sophomore year was chill, and then junior year it was all right, and then the pandemic hit. So I missed
So
I missed
you
out on
didn't
half of
really
high school.
when did you meet Fiji?
We met in my sophomore year, and I'll tell you exactly how we met exactly because I don't even think we covered it in her episode. I fuck, I just was apparently according to her, she had seen me in the cafeteria because I don't know, I had like these like dork friends in sophomore year, like kids that I don't even know where the fuck they are now. Just whatever. I was cool with some kids, whatever. I wasn't, and she had saw me, and I guess like I used to like that was when I started experimenting like with my fashion and shit.
Right.
So I started like, showing up in like decent fits and shit. And she was just like, according to her, I'm gonna speak for her here because this is how I remember it. She was just like, oh no, yeah, like you dress different. And I thought that was cool because everyone in our school was literally like carbon copies of each other. So
Right.
she followed me on Instagram, I think, and reached out on Instagram, and then we were just cool then. I think we
She was
became
already
cool.
making music then?
She had just started making music like 2 weeks prior.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
I'm like one of the first fucking Fiji fans because
Damn,
of
that's
that.
crazy.
Yeah. And no, it was cool though. We became cool. We went to a party together like a week later, and then we just been cool ever since. That was gang.
Damn, that's what's up. And how'd you meet 20?
20.
Just
I
like through online or
Yeah, all through online. A lot of the people I met, like 20 Focus, Novid, all them shit was because of Noru. Because he networked and found all those people, and then I joined Shiver Set, and they were all a part of that, and then it dispersed, and then we all just became cool like afterwards by
it's what's
association.
up? Yeah, that's what's up. Now
Yes,
like y'all are all individual instead of just like one whole group. I feel like y'all are stronger individual.
yeah. I mean, I figured like power comes in numbers, but sometimes you're right because I think in individually we all express our own styles and shit better.
Yeah.
Shout out all of them.
So I don't do you use Photoshop? But how do you get your face onto everything?
All right, let me expose the secret. With those cover arts like the Terminator one and shit and fucking whatever, studded belt, fucking face app. You just take
You
like
serious?
I take whatever fucking picture, like inspiration wise, and I just take a picture of myself that like fits the posing of the photo, and
Yeah.
then you morph the faces, and it fucking comes out like that, and it's really cool. I was gonna keep it like a secret. I mean, anyone who doesn't listen to this is still a secret, but yeah, and that's exactly how it comes out that way. Fucking, I done Terminator, Jeff Hardy, Jack Nicholson.
That's so crazy. I figured it was like this dude's doing has to be doing like some crazy shit on Photoshop or something.
Yo, that's exactly what I was trying to like build it up to be. Is like I'm this crazy Photoshop guy. Like that just no, I'm not. It's all a scam.
actually insane, dude. I love it though. It's so funny. I think it's like amazing. I've never it's on everything. Like you're on the wrestlers and everything, bro.
Yeah, no, it's fun. And sometimes I just do it for shits and giggles. Like I put myself on the Jesus before for no reason. Like silly.
Do you like all right, one last question.
That
Do you have like any interests like outside of music and the podcast?
hobby wise, I mean
Like
like
say if everything came crashing down, music didn't work, podcast got banned or some shit. Um, like what's like your dream job? Like what would you do?
um shit. If the podcast and music didn't work, I mean, I've always wanted to be like a content creator of sorts. Before I did music, I used to do like gaming on YouTube and shit,
Okay.
and I used to do comedy skits at one point. So maybe something media wise, but even on top of that, I don't know. I'm very open to things. I'll be an actor, I'll be an author, I'll be a photographer, I'll be
Do
some
anything,
shit.
right?
Yeah, but
That's what's up.
commentator, sports commentator. I don't even like sports. I'll do it.
Wrestling commentator, bro.
Right. That's the vision. See, if this podcast blows up big enough, I'll just be a wrestling commentator.
Dude, that'd be insane.
No,
I
thank you.
think I
Thank
think
you
you
for
would be
asking
a
though.
good yeah, I think you'd be a good commentator for sure. Like I was watching like your podcast when you were doing like podcasts and shit. And I was like, this dude's a good talker and like he knows what he's doing. Like this shit's cool.
I really don't know what I'm doing. This is all off the handle. Sometimes like I feel like my brain is like mush because sometimes I feel like I'm just like having brain farts. But
Yeah.
that's exactly why I'm taking a new approach to the podcast. So it's like it doesn't need direction. I get too strung up on structure.
Yeah.
But thank you.
No, coming in, I was so nervous coming in, dude. You don't even understand. I get really bad anxiety.
I feel you. Dude, when I first started this shit, I was nervous on my own podcast. When I interviewed Infinity, I was nervous on my own podcast. Like I was like, because I was rusty and I was like, fuck.
All right. It's a big moment for you, bro. It's infinity. It's a
That's
big
you.
moment.
Yo, he's dope. I gotta get more
Yeah.
people in that set, fucking 301 set. I gotta get more people on the podcast. But thank you for asking about me. And
Of
and,
course,
and
man.
with
I
these
was
like questions written down, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, man. I was very curious. I was wanting to switch it up on you.
Thank you. No, it's probably gonna make people want to fucking get a McKeyMcchoppa episode eventually. I'm planning on it. So people can learn more
Yeah.
about me.
Yeah, I hope everyone gets like a chance to be on the podcast. Like the people who really deserve it, I really hope they get that opportunity, bro. They need to
Yeah. Fucking I mean, I'm pretty open to having a lot of people on the podcast. Like, but
and
it's just one thing. It's like sometimes people approach me, don't know me from anywhere, don't follow me on anything, just solely for an interview.
yeah.
And like that, I kind of take with a little bit of disrespect because like I don't know you, I don't know who you're associated with, you don't follow me, you don't do, I don't know. I
Right.
like, yeah, I don't know. I'm a dick, but like that's just
No,
I like.
no, no, that makes sense. Like I would never like if you didn't follow me on SoundCloud or like at least listen to my music or at least try to listen to my music, I'm not gonna do a collab with you or nothing.
Right. It's like, and if you're not active in our scene, in our circle, and you're not supporting the bros, like, why should I go out of my way to like support you type shit, you know?
Sure. And like not only is this like helping other people, but this is helping you too. Like if more than anything, this is helping you because you're like making videos with these big artists who hopefully eventually will get even bigger. So that's just
Yeah.
gonna like people are gonna see the podcast and be like, bro, this is like where this dude started. Oh, that's just crazy. And then I'm gonna check out Mikeymcchoppa. He's gonna keep on doing podcasts and shit.
It's so cool. And I'm so glad I started this shit for the sake of finding you guys pretty early. Like we're all still early in what we do.
Yeah.
Compared to like if we have a fucking 100,000, 500,000 million followers on SoundCloud, this is like early
Yeah.
days type shit. Like if Destroy blows up in a fucking couple months, this is early days Destroy, rare Destroy interview.
Exactly.
So yeah,
I think the same way about the music too. Like all the music we're listening to and all the music we're putting out, that shit's old and hopefully we're gonna hopefully get big one day type shit.
yeah,
And
no, we're all like mega fans of each other, low key, like number one
yeah.
day one fans. Yo, I watched him come up, man. I watched him come up. I was following him since 2020.
Exactly, bro.
No, yeah.
That's how I feel about everybody like that I like talk to and be like, like Paquez. I'm like, bro, Paquez is gonna get big one day. I'm gonna be like, I used to freaking I have songs with that dude, bro.
Bro, even to this day, like that's how I am with like Fiji and even Noru. That's how I am. It's like, yo, like, cause they're getting bigger each day, and
Hmm.
even now they're pretty big. I think Fiji's at 700 something, and Noru's at 1600. And I'm here like, yo, I was listening to these motherfuckers when they had like maybe 100.
Yeah, and you could be like, yo, I have a song with these motherfuckers, bro.
Oh yeah, fucking, I've been cool with these motherfuckers. Like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's
Like I didn't
definitely
I didn't
cool.
have to pay for this shit or nothing. Type
Yeah,
shit.
no, y'all motherfuckers gotta pay for features. Ha. Okay. But what was I
Like
gonna say? Oh, go ahead.
I think it's the same way like with all my features. Like I love collabing with people and like I was very grateful to be able to make a song with Fendi Blunts, bro, because his music is insane. So like I'm always like, bro, I can't believe I had a song with this dude. And like can't believe I had a song with Paquez and all that.
I gotta get the rest of the Angel slash ex Angel boys like fuck with
Dude,
Fendi.
you gotta get Fendi Blunts on here, man.
I gotta get Fendi on.
Everybody in New Zealand, the scene is crazy down there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep my eye on like everyone outside. Like it's easy for me to keep eye on everyone in the country and type shit, but like
But
there's people in the UK, there's people in New Zealand. I'm like, all right, I gotta like,
it's time to expand, bro. It's time to go worldwide.
yeah. So I'll definitely reach out, especially because fucking I've just been banging out episodes trying to get back on my shit.
Oh yeah.
But
And
what was I? Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I don't know. The scene down in New Zealand is just insane, bro. I don't even understand it. Like, they're really just doing their own thing.
Shout out New Zealand.
No, I feel shout out New Zealand, bro.
I feel like I wonder if it's like easier to get exposure because like they live on like New Zealand's pretty small compared to the United States of America, you know?
Yeah.
So I wonder if like exposure is like easier to get over there or if it's harder.
I know Fendi and his friends, like maybe I'm Tyler and for Jared, they all did a show recently. I'm pretty sure it was like their first show in New Zealand. So shout out to them.
Look at that. Hopefully the
Yeah.
fucking their name spread like wildfire.
Dude, hopefully, bro. Their music is insane.
Yeah, man. Spark that shit up, yo.
Just a little sig.
No, yeah, I feel you. What was I gonna ask you though? I wanted to ask you because it's something that grabbed my attention from the moment I saw you is your piercings. I have my septum. I tried doing my nostril like a couple weeks, maybe a month ago, but the ring wouldn't go through. But that's because I needed
Uh
bigger needles. So now I got bigger needles. So I'm gonna try again.
dude, I can help you with any like advice you need. I actually do piercings like for other people.
Okay.
Um that's something I've like if music is not like my priority. So like if I'm trying to get a job right now, so I'm trying to become certified as like a professional piercer.
Yeah, I would low key. You know what? Go back to that question you asked me about what would I do outside of it. Piercing, I would definitely take interest in because I did my own septum and it came out straight.
Dude, that shit looks clean as fuck.
Yeah. So, and I'm not like a bitch with needles. Like it's like, oh, it's a needle.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Um yeah, I have like 2 years experience with doing piercings on people. Literally used to just do it at school type shit. I would do it out like outside, like on picnic tables.
Real punk
Um,
shit, yo.
yeah, people would like pay me like $10 and I would just like put a fucking needle in them real fast, like before class or some shit. And then that's like I wasn't really taking it as serious. And then now, I eventually got my own place and I was living by myself with my girlfriend. And that's when I like started having like clientele come over to my place and like I would do piercings for them and for like a certain amount. And that worked out really well. I got some good money off of that.
That's what's up, yo.
Yeah. And also I do all my piercings myself, but I'm a dude. I don't get shaky when I'm piercing other people, but when I'm piercing myself, I'm like this, but I'm literally like it's I can't. I don't know.
Yeah, no, what I'll do to try to like, cause like sometimes same thing happen. What I'll do is I'll literally like press it so I have like this like extra foundation of like sturdiness. Cause if I'm
Yeah.
pressing it here, it can't shake too much because it's already on a point.
Right.
So that's like what I do on my nose. And then it's just like, and like this, it was like, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what's up though.
I used to, I did used to like, I haven't, I fucked up piercings before. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I fucked them up. Like when I first started and I was doing piercings for people, I've done like, messed up lip piercings, like maybe off to the side a little bit, like when it's supposed to be in the middle,
You
like
ever
just
had
barely missed the placement.
you ever had anyone like upset at you? It's like, yo, you fucked it
Not,
up.
not visibly. Like they've never. I feel like, I pierce mostly girls. Like I've barely pierced any guys.
Fair
So
enough.
they don't be like visibly upset with me. I know that like when they walk off, they're probably upset.
Mm.
I feel really bad after I fuck up a piercing, but I've only done that like twice.
All right, cool. Twice out of how many?
A lot. I have like a collection of needles that I've used on people. I'm just like been collecting them.
Fuck it. So you got like tally marks in that bitch.
Yeah, man. It's a lot. It's a good amount. Good
So,
experience to have though.
oh yeah, for sure. But I was gonna say, so have you had anyone else pierce you, or you've done all your own, every single
Um,
one?
I had my friend do my septum, and that was the first piercing I ever got.
Okay.
That was in 2018, I think. That was like sophomore year, or like the end of sophomore year. And like I remember my dad telling me like, don't I don't want you getting a nose piercing, because I like already asked him. I was like, what if I got a piercing, dad? And he was like, what, it depends on what kind. I was like, a septum. He was like, hell no. I was like, and so like the next day I skip school and I get it pierced. And then my dad finds out. He's like, oh, so you got it anyways. I was like, yeah.
That's how it goes. The reason why I did my septum was because when I first asked my parents for me getting a nostril one, they were like, no. I was like, I'm gonna just do this one myself. Oh, bing boom, bing boom.
Scam.
I was like, let me do this one myself because you could fucking tuck it in and no one knows it's there.
Yeah, dude, I was piercing so many people's septums, and that was their I was like piercing a lot of minors, and that was their solution to it all the time, like to their parents getting mad at them, because they would tell me before, like, can you like flip it up so like my parents won't see? I was like, yeah, I can flip it up after it's pierced, but it's just like gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So they would always have me like flip it up. And then I remember sometimes uh I got a text from a parent one time of like their daughter got caught or something that I pierced, and I pierced their septum, and they found out, and like I got a text from their parents like threatening me or some shit to like call the cops or whatever. Like,
Motherfuckers, whoever that client was snitched. That's whack.
for real, bro. They're like, I don't know if they snitched or like went through their phone, bro, but
Some
I was like,
shit.
seriously, bro,
Like
seriously.
terrible. I was like, what the fuck?
That was your
No.
daughter's choice, bro. I'm just trying to make money.
Word, like, don't hate me. Like, no, yeah, facts. How would you rate your pain tolerance?
um, shit. I would say I have a pretty good pain tolerance, but like the only really bad like painful piercings I've done were my snake bites recently,
Yeah.
and that's because I used a big ass needle. I used a 12 gauge.
Oof.
Yeah, so it I don't really know. It was like I would say a 5. It was as bad as the septum, I think.
Yeah.
Even then the septum wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I did my septum and I was like, dude, it was like a pinch. It was easy.
Right.
I did it twice because I did it once, got caught, took it out, let it heal like after like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, popped it in again, and then it was good.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah. And I told my girlfriend, I was like, yo, I was like, the septum was easy. It was like a pinch. And she was like, are you fucking crazy? She was like, that shit hurt so much. I'm like, did you get into sweet spot, like the little soft cartilage? She's like, yeah, whatever. Like that's when she got it pierced or whatever. She was like, you just have a good pain tolerance because I did the nostril and that shit was like, it didn't hurt at all.
Yeah, like all the like my bridge, that shit's painless. So I couldn't really tell. It's literally painless.
I
Like I
bet.
didn't it didn't even feel like I mean, I felt like you can feel like the needle coming out, like poking it, but it literally doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And my ears didn't hurt that bad. And I really said just the lips fucking hurt like a bitch.
And those are cool. I've never seen a dude with the snake bites. And I like piercings and I like tattoos for anyone. I don't care what you are. I don't
Oh yeah,
care.
bro. I think everyone should like accessorize the fuck out of themselves.
Right. You're here once, have fun with it.
Bro.
You have any
So
tattoos?
I do. they're all like kind of small and shitty. I want to get like big ones, but they're all done by myself.
Stick and poke or just like machine?
Some of them are gun, some of them are stick and poke. Like some of them I did started with stick and poke and went over with a gun. Like I don't know if you can see on camera. Get some on the hands.
Yeah.
This one. Fuck. Can't. It's like in a weird angle. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Fuck.
Let's see some of it.
Can you see it?
Ah, yeah, that's
All right.
fire.
Yeah. And then I have a Soul Eater moon right here.
I've seen that one, yeah. But that's fucking dope. I did one stick and poke, so I did one tattoo myself, and it's ass. It looks like it was supposed to be a ghost. It looks like a fucking jizz stain on my thigh. So that was that with a little moon, and then I have these professionally done. Just fucking.
Ooh, let me see those, bro.
In the boxer. So we got the boxer.
Oh shit.
Tattoo tour, and then fuck showing off the native is always hard. And we got the native.
Yo, that's fire.
So very into traditional.
You're native and Mexican, I'm guessing.
No, I'm Puerto Rican, but Puerto Rican's kind of like jungle juice of cultures because colonization and the slave trade and shit.
Right.
Honestly, if I spit in a fucking tube and saw my ancestry, I know, well, there's obviously native because I'm native passing. That's what I technically would be. So I knew that. That's why I got that. And I was like, my Taino ancestry. Fuck yeah. And then, yeah, there's probably, I don't know, there's probably white, black, whatever the fuck, Asian, somewhere in there. So, but mainly since I'm native passing, I was like, fuck it, let me get this native tattoo. And also it just looks cool. So.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's a fire tattoo. I definitely want to get a fucking bunch, but that shit costs money, bro.
Oh.
That shit costs so much money.
My fucking forearm is like $800 worth right here. $900.
How much you'll fit, bro? Right here.
Shit,
this shit fit? Permanent, bro. 800 on my wrist, bro.
Yeah, like,
permanent.
Yeah, facts. That's why, like, I don't know. Like when it comes to piercings, I don't even go waste time going to fucking a studio and getting overcharged. Right. I'm like, fuck that. I'll do it myself because tattoos are expensive enough.
Dude, and I was helping them, bro. Like when I was piercing people, I was helping people out. Like I was doing cheap piercings. I was doing like $25 for like 2 piercings or some shit.
I mean, that's pretty much like how much the equipment costs, the needles and shit. So, shit. Your price gone up since, or you stopped doing them?
So right now I moved out of. So I was living in Austin for a while, just by myself with my girlfriend, and like I had roommates and stuff. Just because shitty living situation. I'm still young too. Like I barely turned 18.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I was living in Austin and it's pretty expensive down there, but I was like living with roommates, so it was easy. And then like some shit happened with like me and my friends, and so we had to move all the way here to Wisconsin, this shitty ass state, bro. I fucking hate it. I hate it.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, dude, I hate it. I'm in like this really small town, so I'm not really able to do piercings or anything.
Okay, that's fair. Shit, I'm trying to think of the geography. Where's Wisconsin at? That's north, right?
Like right above Tech. I know it's above Texas, but it's like we're under. It's like fuck. I'm trying to remember.
This is simply like my stupidity. I should know the map of the United States, but
it's next to Michigan.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I had it right. That's exactly where I thought of it. Okay. That's cool. That's what's up. How's that? Moving from fucking Texas to Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's my first actual like move ever. Like I've always lived in Texas. I was born in San Antonio and then I moved to Pflugerville, Texas when I was little. And I lived there ever since. So it's definitely fucking weird, bro. It's such a small town, and like you see the same people over and over. And like I'm just working at Walmart right now. It's like just trying to save money and shit so I can move back. That's eventually the plan. I don't know. It's just so fucking small towns are so strange. There's nothing really to do. And like people who say they've grown up there like their whole lives, I'm like, how in the world do you do this, bro?
I'm telling you, this is a part of the culture shock when I moved from the city to up here, because I live in a small town in Orange County, New York. Not small, it's decent. It's small. bro. Number one, there's nothing to do. It's like the only fun is like going to Target and Walmart. And two, you meet people who only know this town and their brain or like their idea of the world is so small.
Bro, yes, that's there's okay. So me and my girlfriend like basically look the same, and we both work at Walmart. And the amount of comments we get every day about like our appearance and shit is like insane.
So wild.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's like good. Like sometimes people are complimenting us and stuff, and like some people are just like, "What the fuck?" And like, dude, like y'all are so close minded. It's insane.
Yeah, bro. And the county I live in is like the only red county. You know, like so the only Republican, mainly Republican county in like in this area, unless
Uh,
you go like super north. And yeah, so politics is like a fucking it's like brain dead. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
sucks, man. People are.
So you live with your girlfriend?
Yeah, I live with my girlfriend and her family
Okay.
or her grandma just for
Okay.
a little bit, just
Well,
as like a
at least they looked out.
yeah, like yeah, for sure. Because we were just like in Austin, we were literally just going to work every single fucking day, bro. It was like stressful because we just had to like pay rent and shit, and we were doing it by ourselves. So
Right.
we just had to keep working. Um, and that shit was stressful, and we just needed a break. So we're like, but we're just gonna book it to Wisconsin, and we've been chilling. Like we got our fucking break. We're working like part time now, so that shit's chill.
All power to you, you know,
Yeah.
until you know, yeah, whatever the plan is, succeeding and shit. That's dope. That's dope.
Hey, yeah, trying to, man, trying to succeed.
Yeah, man. Fuck it. You're fucking dedicated and shit. And you got shit planned out. It's like one thing doesn't work, I'm gonna do this. This is what's happening. This is that. I'm like, I fuck with it.
Hell yeah, man.
Like, yeah, that's dope. Very cool to dive into not only you know, not the piercings, but then we went into personal life and shit, which is cool because you know what, all power to you. And it's good. I feel like even like going back to the music thing, because this is a music podcast, but like listeners are like, yo, this man's going through it. Like, yo, let me fucking run up his Spotify or something and or
Yeah.
SoundCloud, give him some money, give us some quarter fraction of a cent.
All my music is like literally the rawest, like the rawest emotion that you can get out of me. It's like I put all my emotion into my music when I'm making it. Like even if I am just making it, like I'm not as serious about it as everyone else may be, but like when I'm making a song, I really just put all my emotion into it. And most of my songs are like about real life situations and like or about other people in my life that like fucked me over or some shit. So it's really just like all emotion that I put on a track. None of it's fake.
That's awesome. That it's so authentic. And I feel like shit, what you're going through on a day to day, you probably got like some a lot of what's the word, writing material. Like, you know, a lot of feelings to write about and shit.
Yeah. I also do get writer's block a lot. Like I feel like I'm not as like I know some people are fucking crazy with lyrics, but me, I'm not like that good. I'm still trying to get there. I don't really I like podcast. He comes up with like the craziest lyrics. I'm like, how do you come up with shit like this, bro? Like, how does this shit just come out of your head?
Just cryptic shit.
All right.
Shout out Podcast. Fucking I definitely like eventually down the line when as you guys get bigger, I do want to have like guests reappear on the show. Like a fucking a Podcast the sequel,
Hell yeah.
destroyed fucking number two type shit. Definitely plan on that. But yeah, no, shout out Podcast. And I feel you know on writer's block, dude. Sometimes like what's the word? I'll have writer's block, but like I'll still write something. It's just gonna be probably like a bullshit ass song.
Right. Yeah. See, I've done shit like that where like I'm really not feeling like making music right now, but like shit, it's like my friends here and like we already got the shit set up, so might as fucking well do it. So like kind of just pull shit out of your ass at that point.
Right. Speaking of music, do you have any existing like projects, EPs, albums?
I do not. Everything has been a single ever since I started. I've thought about doing projects before. Like I've had EPs set up like in my privates ready to drop like already, and then I end up just like not knowing how to drop it because there's certain ways with dropping like EPs like that where like one song will do really well, and then all the other songs will flop type shit.
When I dropped my project, the first song did really well, like 2,000 plays within like a week, and the
Mhm.
rest of them just
Yeah. So like I kind of like had to figure out a way around that. And what I'm thinking is what people should do is they should drop one song off the EP or album once every like week or 2 weeks.
yeah.
That way the upload will reset and you'll get a chance maybe to for another song off the project to hit the upload.
That's smart. That's smart. Have you had like because fucking I forget SoundCloud has those algorithm playlists that like pick the song and shit and like you get
Yeah.
exposure. Have you made it on any of those?
Yeah, like I remember when I was first making music and I wasn't really getting anywhere, like no traction or anything. Like the first 3 songs I dropped, they didn't get really like likes or plays. They got like 300 plays or something like that. And I was just straight off promoting them. Um, and then I dropped one song called "You're All I Need," and that's still my biggest song. And it has like 164 likes or something like that, like 6,000 plays. And that song hit the upload like within like 2 days or something like that. And like I just freaked out. I was like, "What the fuck, dude? How did this song even? Like, I don't even understand." Like,
I wonder if I even ever made it on there because I don't keep track of that shit.
no, I've seen you on the upload before.
Oh,
It's definitely like uh user generated, like what they're listening to at the time.
okay. Yeah, yeah, I feel you.
Um, but yeah, and I was just so surprised. I was like, "Where am I getting all these likes from?" And I was like, "Oh shit, it's just like the SoundCloud algorithm and shit."
Yeah. Fucking, I like how you put on the hat. I'm like here ready to break a sweat because this. I have this fucking. You see the ring light in the glasses?
Oh shit, that shit's radiating heat.
That shit is hot as fuck. But no, yeah. The reason I ask even about a project is for the sense of like, do you plan on dropping any projects anytime soon, even if it's like within a couple of years?
Um, I do. I really do want to. Even I want to drop like a little EP. But I just want it to be right. Like I just want every song to fit, you know. I
Right.
want it all to make sense.
No, yeah, for sure. I had a couple projects like planned that I never dropped and ended up dropping like as singles. Like in the summer, I was gonna drop one, but then I was like, I dropped it. Number one, all the songs I want to do, I didn't make all of them. And then the ones that I did make, I dropped them as singles, like Set It Belt and The Mall and shit.
Uh-huh.
And then the
Those are
only
supposed to be on a project.
yeah, I was gonna make like a Summer of McChoppa like EP album thing, but it just never came to be. Like I was just like, it was the summertime. I was going through shit, but I was like, fuck it, like I'm enjoying myself.
Right.
So it was like kind of like gonna be like cool, like a feel good, chill, It kind of like is what like my last project was like came to be type shit, sorta.
I like that project a lot, actually. It's a really
Thank
good
you.
project.
Thank you. Fucking but yeah, and then I have two projects out on my shit now on my SoundCloud, and one of them was I was really fucking depressed, and it was really low quality, really shit because I didn't really like layer my vocals or mix well. Like it was just
Hmm.
like one vocal, the beat, maybe like another vocal of like ad libs. That was that. And then this last project I did with Anvil, who that was really cool to do.
Yeah, who I was gonna ask, who is Anvil? Like, how'd you meet him?
He fucking what's the word? The first exposure I got of him because he produces for Cold Heart. I went to a Cold Heart
Oh,
concert. I saw him there. I knew of him. We didn't speak at the concert or anything. But whatever the fuck he duck. And then later on, oh shit, my Mac is dying. Where's my charger? Put that in there. Boop. And then later on, a little after Loud in the City with Cold Heart, Anvil DM me and he was like, "Oh yo, da 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 da," whatever the fuck. I forgot what he said, and we did business. I bought some beats, really inexpensive
damn,
too, which was cool.
that's
I didn't
crazy.
have,
I didn't know he produces for Cold Heart. His beats are insane.
yeah.
Like every beat on that project was fucking gas, man.
Thank you. And I feel like the part of me regrets.
Request.
A part of me regrets like because I don't know. I really like picked up a couple good skills with like mixing and mastering recently, and I wish I applied them to that project, which I didn't. because I didn't pick them up until like the last month or two from like recently. But it came out good. People like it. I like it. So it is what it is, you know?
Right.
But yeah, so that shit came out dope. Thank you for fucking with it.
Oh yeah. Like, what was I finna say? Oh yeah, Shadow 100 Crows. That's like my homie. He's like my IRL friend. And he made like a bunch of my beats. And he used to help me mix and shit. And I used to always go over to his house and shit, and like we would make this crazy music. Um, and like he really helped me like get my sounds just sounding more higher production because like he really knew what he was doing. And like I had no fucking clue, bro. Like I had no clue how to mix my vocals. And like he fucking jumped in there and started making me beats, and I would hop on his beats. And he would just like mix that shit up for me, and it would just sound insane. I would be like, "What the fuck?"
That's dope. That's dope when you have, especially like in like IRL friends with this music shit for real. Fucking good collaboration and
Oh
good
yeah,
partnership. That's dope though that he helped with that.
yeah. And he was like, he played a big part in like all the music making. I haven't been able to see him in a while or collab with him at all, just because I'm in another state.
Yeah, he's back
But
in Texas, I assume.
yeah, but he's doing his own thing. He's making like beats for like this one other group, and they're doing like really good. But I'm excited to see that man again because music will definitely be like higher production again.
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to ask, talking about groups, are you, because now you're not part of Angel Boys, you're on your own, you're dolo, whatever the fuck you duck. Do you plan on like, or do you ever not even plan or intend, but are you open to the idea of ever joining another collective or even starting one yourself?
Um, that's a good question. I would like to think I am, but it would really just have to depend on like everyone in the collective and how well I get along with all of them because everyone in Angel Boys I knew for a very long time,
Right.
and I got along with everyone so well. So it would really just have to depend on how, and also depend on everybody's like motivation for the collective.
Right.
Because like I was really about Angel Boys, and like I would have took that shit all the way. So
Right.
like if another collective would try to pick me up, they would have to be like on the same level.
Right. Like into that shit, ready to
Yeah,
go. I get you.
like have a logo type shit, like
Yeah.
already have everything they want to do like laid out.
Yeah. Which sometimes it's hard to find shit like that for the sense of sometimes just people aren't about it because they have either backup plans or they take the music shit like not too serious, like it's just a hobby type shit. So,
Right.
but in the luck, I wish you all the luck and the best with that. Like, you know, if you were to find people like minded exactly like, yo, I'm about this shit. This is all I got type shit. Like, we're on that
Yeah.
for sure. Fucking woof.
And I know there's a lot of little collectives out there that I've seen. Like there's like a Witch Boy clique, I'm pretty sure.
Something like
Um
that.
you've heard about it too? I
I
I
feel
keep
like I've
seeing
heard
it.
of it by name.
It's like Witch Cult or something. I keep seeing it on like the upload. But I just keep seeing little collectives pop up out of nowhere and shit. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. More and more groups and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, myself, I'm trying to stay away from like collectives and groups just because I feel like they could be limiting sometimes depending on just like the group mentality and shit.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like if one person is bringing down the group, then it's going to bring down the whole group for sure.
Exactly. So staying away from that, trying to work on my own pace, focus on this and the music, try to even all that out and balance all that out. So
Hell yeah. What about you? Do you have any projects coming out? Projects, EPs, singles?
nah, I have like one single in the works. I'm trying to get Chimney and Novid on it. I'm just waiting on that.
Shit.
I want
Big.
to I want to start working on other shit though, just because like my thing is like I don't like to wait on features because or like I gotta work on not waiting on features because what I'll do is I'll make a single
Hmm.
and if I want a feature on it, I'll ask them for that feature. And I don't like to rush people because I like things to come organically.
Right.
But within that waiting period, I will not make anything because I'm waiting for that song because I want to drop that song. And
Right.
what I got to work on is like put it to the side, work on something else that I can drop. And then when that comes around, back around, and it's done, I can put it out.
Yeah. I have a really big problem with recording, I think. Like I record one song and I'll at least get it finished and I won't record for like another 3 weeks until I'm ready to drop again.
I'm the same way. The
Yeah, like
same exact way.
literally right not until right until up until I'm ready to drop again. Like, all right, I'm gonna record this song and then it comes out how I want, and then I'm like, all right, fucking drop it. Or
That's it.
sometimes it doesn't work out and I'll record the song that I want to drop and like it's just not it. So then I'll have to wait even longer.
The
And
most
then
frustrating shit is when I'm like that. Like, all right, I gotta make a song. Let me make the song, and the song just isn't clicking or isn't working, and I'm just like, I just get really angry and upset. I'm just like, fuck.
fuck. Yeah, man. I be getting angry at like fucking like when I be mixing and shit, I be getting angry because it just doesn't sound like how I want it to sound at all. I'm like, bro, how the fuck do I get it just like just feel good in my ears, bro?
Yeah, I'm here like fucking like changing volumes and changing reverbs and shit. I'm
Really
like,
tweaking every little fucking thing you can.
yo, let me, I should re-record this shit, re-record it. It's still like ass. I'm like, fuck.
I fucking hate re-recording shit. It's like
It's
it's
like,
like, my mic clips a lot, like when I'm recording. So if I go too loud, it'll fucking clip just because
yeah,
it's like a not that good of a mic. And so I'll be like, oh fuck, I gotta fucking record this whole shit again. So it's just annoying.
it is.
Process is annoying, but
Fuck it, it's the hustle, bro.
yeah, man. And it's fun to see the ending work is always
Oh
the
yeah,
best part. So
when you fucking put it out and you get that like reap the rewards of your labor and shit type shit.
oh yeah.
What was I gonna say? No, yeah, and I had that like cycle of like doing that, like waiting to drop. Okay, I got to drop, put something out, whatever the fuck, record. And I did that. I kept that up for a while, and then I take these fucking long ass hiatuses, and then I lose my mojo. Like I did everything from television to Loud in the City was like, okay, like I kept it up a song a month. So that's
Mhm.
like probably between a from May to December. How many months is that? Fucking seven?
Mate, yeah.
7 months of just like dropping a song a month. Okay, cool. And then I started working on the project. I had lost my job in January. I started working on the project. I'm talking about a song a day. It took me a week to do that project. Um, and
You did a
then
song a day for
yeah,
the project? Oh shit.
I was just get up, make a song, fucking focus on that the whole day, go to sleep, wake up. Yeah.
Damn.
With with that,
I
go
couldn't
ahead.
imagine doing that. Like I just can
It
like
took all.
once I put everything out onto a song, it takes a little bit for me to recharge to be able to make
Yeah,
another.
I'm telling you, the grind was because I'm freshly unemployed. I'm like, okay, get up, brush my teeth, eat something. Sometimes I wouldn't even eat. Make a song, finish that song. Once I finish it, send it to my friends so they get their feedback. Okay, cool. Hop on the game, take a shower, go to sleep. So it's like I did that, and then I was waiting for a music video, which I still haven't got for OTR. I was waiting for a music video, and I was waiting on that music video so I could drop the project. So I would have dropped that project probably in February, like by my birthday, because my birthday is February 10th. I wanted to drop
Mm,
it by my birthday. I didn't drop that shit all the way till March 25th, and that was because I was waiting for a fucking music video.
but so just a I remember I took a big ass hiatus like a while. Like I remember I dropped like my first You're All I Need, hit the upload, and then I dropped one more song after that, and then uh I like went through a bad breakup and I like just stopped making music for like 7 months or some shit. Like
It
for a
happens.
yeah, for like a long time. I was just like, I don't know. This music is just I was so fucking depressed. I just didn't want to do anything. So unmotivated. Um, and then like me and Paquez were like talking and shit, and like we made a song like while I wasn't dropping, and I mean I was like making songs like while I was on the hiatus, but like it was just all emotional and it was just all for me, and I was just keeping it all private.
Right.
Um, and then like eventually me and Paquez made this one song called Little Things. It's like closer to the bottom of my SoundCloud. And then that song was just like insane. I just thought it was insane. So I was like, was like, fuck, man, I need to drop this. So I think it's time I just start
Time to
dropping
come
music.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. What those songs that you made within that hiatus, did those ever surface or you kept those like private in?
No, I think, let's see. Little Things was one I made, and then I Know It's Hard, which is one that I recently dropped as a 2020 song. It's like in parentheses. That was made during the hiatus, and that's also one of my favorite songs that I've made too. It's very emotional, for me at least.
No, yeah.
Uh, what was then? I don't know if there's another one. I don't think so. A lot of them got lost, like a lot of them, because
Okay.
I had a lot of songs on my Chromebook, like the school Chromebook.
And it
And
busted? Oh, you had to give it back.
no, yeah, yeah. So I was this my junior year, and I basically had to drop out. So they just unenrolled me. Like they take your email and everything. You can't
Yeah.
ever log back into it. So like all my music was on there. So like I just lost so many fucking songs, and I was like, fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn. Man, that's crazy.
I was able to retrieve. Oh, and Louis with Podcast that was made during the hiatus. I remember I was holding on to that song for so long. It was like I re-recorded it, and Podcast thought it was hard, and I was like, I don't really like my verse on it, and so I just held on to it for us like 4 months or something like that, and then I eventually dropped it, and it did really well. So
Works out.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of music that I was probably insecure about, and then I drop it and people are like, yo, it's just dope. And I'm like, maybe my ears are just fucked up.
is there more songs that you don't like on your SoundCloud at all, or because I feel like people have that where they just hate songs that they make.
Quality wise, anything before television, I'm not too crazy of, but I do like them for nostalgic purposes, just because that was me like coming back to music type shit. Like,
Right.
because I had tried in 2017, I dropped one song in 2017, or like one like real song that I stuck with. And then I kind of like dabbled through 2018 and 2019 with trying to
Mhm.
make my shit. And it just wasn't working, or I just didn't know what I was doing. And I was getting upset, and I would take long ass breaks, like really bad with like laziness and shit.
Yeah.
And then 2019, I started again, like late 2019, because of No Real. So shout out No Real. But with that being said, quality wise, yeah, anything before television, and then anything because like I don't like besides Cherry Bomb. It's number one, probably deleted. Like I deleted a song called Gangsters and Groupies because I didn't fuck with it at all after a while. But
Gangsters and groupies.
yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like
it was.
I like the rawness, like especially if you're leaving it up before the nostalgic feeling of it. I like that fact
Oh yeah, just
because I do the same thing.
I like for people to see the progression of me as an
Yeah,
artist. So it's like,
exactly.
here's where I started. Here's where I am now. You know,
And it's like rare shit, bro. It's like a rare ass old ass song, bro. You can tell how fucking old it is, and
yeah.
then so now you can.
Like the first song on my SoundCloud is Tree People. I don't even know how many people have listened to that shit or have gone back all the way to the bottom of my SoundCloud to listen to it.
I'm pretty sure I clicked on it. I just haven't listened to the whole thing. I was listening to most of your songs this morning.
Yeah.
I was like,
Thank you.
dude, yeah. My favorite is Want What I Can't Have, and that shit's so good, bro. That shit's so good.
A lot of people like that one. Obviously that was like bittersweet for me, like because it was a breakup song, and then I put the ex that I was breaking up with on the song on like the latter half, which I don't know why I did that. I shouldn't have done that. But she asked, and I was
Oh,
vulnerable. I was vulnerable.
you're
I was like, sure, go for it. And I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, a lot of people like it. It's fucking the most popular song I have.
and like I like Anthem as well.
I enjoy
But
making that.
I think that's your most lyrical one. You know,
Thank you.
your lyrics are just fire in that one.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Fucking yeah, I had fun with that. And now I'm doing like features. Like I did a feature for, oh, is that a fucking fly? I did a feature for this kid that Cam put me onto, who we're cool now, named Kids with Drugs. He also goes by Indigo.
Oh, I've
I,
heard of him.
I did one feature for him that's out, and I did another one where we did a country song together. I don't know when that's coming out. That shit was funny.
Yeah, though. I saw the feature one. That one hit the upload as well.
Oh, look at that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that one's doing well. So shout out him. You know, I like doing collabs, especially not to like bring up numbers, but he's smaller than me right now. So I like doing that collab because it was like, okay, people were like, oh shit, Mikeymcchoppa drop, and then gets him plays. People find him.
Exactly.
People listen
Yeah.
to him. It's good. And yeah, I just like doing collabs for this. I don't know. I like doing features, and I enjoy doing features more than sometimes I like doing my own songs.
I love doing features. I just like talking to other people like that are doing the same thing that we're doing. It's
Yeah.
just, and then also it gets you the chance to make like different kinds of music too.
Without, yeah, exactly. Without like interfering with like your like aesthetic or whatever the fuck you got going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. I
Because
did
like
a country song. Yeah.
yeah, and that can drop like on his channel, and like you won't have to worry about it like not fitting in on your channel or type shit.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly. Is this on? Let me make sure this is on. Yeah, it is on. Okay. Because I'm seeing flies and I'm like, yo, God forbid my fridge wasn't on because I have a mini fridge. It's like, God forbid it wasn't on and something was rotting and there's just flies everywhere. But I think they came from outside. Yeah. But to start up the wrap up of the interview, which we have the same question for everyone during the wrap up, unless you want to cover any topics I did not cover, because sometimes I miss great questions in corners and crevices of artists.
Nah, man, I think we've had a pretty good talk so far, man.
We had a pretty good conversation, but usually the wrap up is where I ask what is in store for Destroy for the next day, week, month, year, century, decade, blah blah blah, millennium.
Let's see.
And this doesn't have to be music. This could be anything.
Fire ass pictures. Let's see, maybe some music. I know I've been asking a couple of people for some features. I have a feature on some couple of songs, but I'm gonna keep those secret. But some features coming through. Yeah, man, just dope ass fit pictures too on the Instagram.
Yeah, that's gonna be in the description below because I put everyone's Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Instagram in the link below, the description below.
Hell yeah. Oh, and also maybe a music video. I know I've been planning a music video, so I definitely want to get that done, and that's something I want to get done by the end of the year.
Would that be your first, or do you have any pre-existing ones?
It's gonna be my very first music video, so I'm very excited. Hopefully, it turns out
looking forward to that.
Yes, sir.
No, yeah, that's lit, and I'm looking forward to fit pics. I'll be on the same shit. I haven't posted a fit pic since February.
Bro, you gotta post fit pics, man. I know you got the jerk, bro. I seen it.
Wait for the summer. Like it's summer now, but like wait, give it not even a month. Give it like 2 weeks.
Oh shit, bro. I'm ready.
Yes, sir. No, yeah, but that's fucking dope, and I'm excited for all of you have to come forward with fucking Instagram, YouTube, music videos, music, shit like that. I'm watching. I'm the watchful eye.
Yes, sir. I know you're watching it. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. No, yeah, but I think that is all we have for today, which leads to this great outro, which was this is the Cult of Personality podcast hosted by Mikeymcchoppa. With me today for the last hour was Destrooyyyy. Thank you for sitting with me for the last hour. Destrooyyyy.
Of course, thank you so much for having me, bro.
Thank you guys for listening for the last hour, maybe even hour and a half. This was a lengthy one. But yeah, and that was all. Tune in next episode 13 for Fuckwit. I think Fuckwit.
Fuckwit. Shout out Fuckwit, bro. Y'all go check in on that shit.
I'm going in order with how I'm recording. So it's Crota, and that's you, and that's Fuckwit, and that's Nedya. So
let's go.
That's the schedule. And yeah, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.